everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Mega Man 3. I am your host, MeleeWizard, and those of you familiar with the game already know who I'm going after next, Needleman. This level has one of my favorite pieces of music, one that I can never seem to remember off the top of my head for some reason, which seems counterintuitive, but whatever. And it's best to kill those things quickly, or else they'll start rolling at you, and they're invincible when they're doing that. So, come on, dang it, no. There we go. And yep, got some turrets, and have the debut of the Mii tools in this game. Not letting them do a darn thing right now. And more dragonflies. Alright. And yep, another Mii tool. And another one with some big ones underneath in those enclosures or whatever. And now we have the very, very lovely area that has the descending spikes. Yeah, it's good to have. It's best to have really good timing with this, because otherwise things can get really bad really quick, especially in those pit areas. And yep, time to go get that energy tank. Except not. All right. There we go. Of course. Alright, we got Hammer Joe's back again, and I realized, just remembered I can't charge up my shots. What a bad thing to forget about. There we go. And now I have another one of these jumping guys, which are very annoying since I don't have a safe spot to work with, but okay. Alright. That went rather quickly, and switch to the Gemini laser, which can bounce every which way. And you'll see why I'm using this guy against Needleman, because this thing hurts him a whole lot if it can actually hit him. Thank you. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay, don't know why he was just jumping around in place, but I won't complain. Yep. Yeah, I think it's kind of a weird dichotomy here. The bosses themselves tend to be rather hard, mostly because I don't have the Mega Buster. And the weapons that are used against them tend to be really powered, like against the Gemini laser against Needleman. It kills him in 4 shots. And there's really not many bosses in the Mega Man series that can do that. And I'll go with Top Man here. One of the bosses that I can take out without any special weapons, which is good because I don't have it right now. And we got the flying screws. Yeah, and these jumpers, which is probably one of my least favorite enemies in this game, just because of how they're so low to the ground that you can't hit them when they're just standing there. And we have the top generators, which can be really hard if you don't know about that trick about holding on to the ladder right there. And yeah, I'm good there. I don't need more health. Yep, and it's handy to know where all the enemies spawn, so that you're not jumping into a trap. Do I want to go up top yet? I don't think so. There we go. There we go. That's where I want to jump up to the top. I'll go ahead and show off the Rush Jet, which I love the Rush Jet, because it always stays underneath you, and while you're not in contact with it, it doesn't use up any energy. I love that so much. So whenever I use it, I tend to jump a lot so that I'm not so I can extend the life of it. Ah! Come on. There we go. And now we have our first mini-boss, sort of. This, dang... Ah, come on. There we go. Dang. I'm usually fond of cats, but that one I don't really care for. Mostly because it's trying to kill me! That kind of puts a damper on any affectionate feelings one might have for someone. Or so I like to think. And this one has a second phase to it, which is another really annoying thing because I can't shoot them unless they jump. So, or at least not with the normal weapon anyway. Yeah, I'll go ahead and refill and precarious jump. Got it. And that was really out of sync. Whatever. Okay, gotta time this. There we go. Now we have the top platforms. Lovely. Reminds me of the ones from Snake Man. And normally you would use the hard knuckle against this guy, and it's another 4-hit kill. But since I don't have that, I'm forced to use the normal shot, which is good because one shot does 2 damage. Not many other games have that being the case, because in most games the regular shot does 1 damage, and if sometimes not even that much. There we go. Alright, that turned out well. It pays to know the boss's pattern, but sometimes being able to tank things can be good too. And there we have perhaps the most awkward weapon in any Mega Man game that I'm aware of, the top spin. And I'm going to be showing that off in a moment, so... Heading off to Shadow Man. Gonna take on a robot ninja. Very interesting. Ah, I like the music on this one too. And whoop! Yeah. Isn't it lovely when enemies have 2 different ways of attacking you? And more of these guys. Yeah, and here we have a little mini boss in the form of Breakman, who we first saw in the Gemini stage, it being oddly non-combative, or I don't know if that's the right word to use, but whatever. Yeah, and it's best to stay away from him because when he's closer to you, he starts jumping, and that makes it harder to hit. I'm surprised it took this long for us to come across Breakman, but I guess that's just a consequence of the order of which I'm doing these levels on this run. And yeah, those walking grenades! Those are always fun! Especially since if you're close enough, even when you kill them, you take damage anyway. Because they explode. And explosions are never good unless you're the one that causes them and you're far enough away so that it doesn't affect you. So that's a lesson to take from the Mythbusters. If you're going to blow something up, make sure you're a good distance away and preferably behind blast shields or something. And those parachuting guys are annoying, and so I'm going to go ahead and take advantage of the fact that I have the Rush Jet and just go ahead and save myself the grief of these platforming section. And I think I might just... Oh, nope, I did. I thought I screwed myself there, and yay, 1-up. And more dragonflies. Alright. Yep. The top spin. Thing about the top spin is it only works when you're jumping. And one thing that I noticed that some people may not be aware of is that if you're holding down B, and you come into contact with an enemy, if it doesn't kill that enemy in one shot, it will continue to drain the top spin energy just like that. There we go. So if you continue holding B while you're jumping, you could just as easily drain the entire weapon's energy in one go, and that's never a good thing. And alright. It's also one of those weapons that kills the boss in 4 shots, but if you drain everything in one, then it doesn't really help you any. And we have the Shadow Blade and the Rush Marine. That's cool. So I took out 3 bosses, and this is a good spot to stop for now. So until next time, this is MeleeWizard, and have a nice day.